Hi there, my name is Keenan North, and this presentation is going to be discussing 5 study strategies that you can use to help yourself be more successful on tests, exams, and in the classroom during your first term and beyond at Western Oregon University. The first strategy we'll talk about is finding the right location. A good study location is quiet, eliminates distractions, and is a good place for you to sit down and focus and get work done. This often means that the study location is somewhere different from places you usually spend time hanging out, talking, and other parts of your life. That way, if you have a dedicated study space, when you get into that area, you're priming yourself for more effective study time. The second strategy that we'll discuss is identifying key outcomes for your study session. This really means that I know exactly what I want to accomplish in a given study session. For example, if we're studying for an English exam, we are being tested on a book, I might go and decide that the key outcomes for my study sessions are to review 3 chapters and to know the key themes from the book. What this does is it allows me to evaluate in a more immediate manner whether my study session accomplished what I wanted it to accomplish. Our third strategy is setting a time limit. An overall time limit for your study session is important because that creates a sense of urgency and is a goal for us to work towards. It's also important that we break our time limit into smaller time sections that can correlate with our key outcomes. For example, we're talking about this English exam that I mentioned earlier, and we need to break our key outcomes into timed blocks. So I will spend 25 minutes studying chapter summaries that I've written, and I'll spend 25 minutes studying themes. It's also important that we take breaks after our smaller timed sessions. That way it gives us time to compartmentalize what we've just studied and makes your study times ultimately more effective. Our fourth strategy is testing your memory. It's a great way to improve your recollection ability, to test yourself and see if you can remember key concepts and outcomes without the aid of study materials or course content. This can help you prove to yourself and improve your recollection abilities, which ultimately can serve you well in test and examination settings. Finally, our last strategy is using a partner. Whereas if you're by yourself, memory and recollection strategies can be an effective way to improve your overall study session. Having a partner can allow you to be more accountable and can help you achieve higher learning functions, such as teaching course content. This could really prove that you know the material you're working with in an interactive manner. The last point that I'm going to make is document your sessions. What this means is I'm going to take these strategies I've written here, as well as any other strategies that you use, and I'm going to write them down on a piece of paper and identify the date, the location, the partner that I studied with, and any other interesting notes from a given study session. Here's an example of a documentation sheet for the study session for the English exam that I used as an example. Here I have the date written down, the location, somewhere like a library, who my partner was, the subject, English, my learning outcomes, summaries and themes, how much time I'm going to be spending on each, and then finally things that I thought I struggled with or did well. This allows me to go back, look look over the course of a term, a class, or any other time period and see what is working and what's not. So these are 5 study strategies and 1 documentation strategy that you can use to help yourself do better this term in your studying at Western Oregon. Thanks for watching.